Novi festivals. One thing that I love to do is to go to local festivals, especially in Novi, Northville, Royal Oak, Ferndale, and the surrounding areas, and Novi has no lack of them, especially considering they've got the Suburban Showplace right there with some great shows that come in year-round. In this video, we're going to run through some of the best festivals and shows that come to Novi every single year. And if you're new to our channel, my name is Mike Perna, local real estate agent for just over 21 years, and two things I love is Metro Detroit and helping people with their home sales and home purchases. Give us a call anytime if myself or my team can help you out. On with the show. All right, so to kick it off, let's start with the home shows at the Suburban Collection. There are typically 3 throughout the year. The first one's at the end of January, the second one's mid-April, and the last one there is in early October, either the first or the second weekend, depending on what they've got booked. Now, these guys have hundreds of exhibitors, they have classes, they have seminars, and they have booths with vendors, companies that can come in and help you design or build your perfect home, or if you're doing a renovation, they've got some great contractors and great designers there. They can help you with from kitchens to landscapings to bathrooms, and vendors love to show off the latest tech trends and more at these shows. That pretty much only scratches the surface because there are also flooring installers, builders, roofers, basement finishers, kitchen and bathroom modelers, waterproofing experts, as well as standalone contractors like countertop installers, cabinet makers, lighting manufacturers, and pretty much anything you can think of that would go in a home. I really appreciate that this show happens 3 times a year because I usually have 1 or 2 projects that I try to tackle yearly, and I probably just missed the last show when I'm thinking about tackling the next project, but there's always one coming up. Through the years, I found a ton of good people and companies to work on my homes, and I'm sure that you're going to find the same. Next up show, in full disclosure, I do not own a boat. I would love to own a boat. A friend of mine has a pontoon. Another friend of mine has a wakeboarding and surfing boat that I totally want. I almost feel like he bought it out from under me, but I digress. The Novi Boat Show is for $12, a ton of fun, and typically in the middle 2 weekends of March. New and non-current ski boats, fishing boats, pontoons, small to mid-sized runabouts, personal watercrafts, kayaks, inflatables. Also, motors, trailers, dockage, and accessory and services are featured here. If you're a boater or you want to become a boater, they also have classes, and this is a not to be missed show before we kick off the water season in the summer. When May comes around in Novi, that means Spring Palooza, kind of a takeoff of Lollapalooza, comes to town usually the 2nd or 3rd weekend in May. Now, this is a carnival-themed community event that takes place right there at the Novi Civic Center every May. The event is free and it's fun for kids of all ages and also fun for the whole family. They've got live entertainment, police and fire demonstrations, and lots of your traditional outdoor games like cornhole, carnival games, bounce houses galore. There's free food as well as food trucks on site. One of the most popular stops is the Novi Police Department, where kids can get their fingerprints taken and mud shot taken, tour the station, climb inside a vehicle or on a motorcycle, try on the gear, race special kids police cars, watch a canine demonstration, shoot paintballs at targets, and more. When we're on approach to May, you can find details and information updated on the city site on novi.org Around Town page. Kicking off the summer is the good old Memorial Day Parade here in Novi. After being canceled due to the pandemic, the Novi Memorial Day Parade was back on starting in 2022 and with a new route. The parade now begins at Meadowbrook Commons and ends at the Novi Civic Center, where they hold a memorial service for the fallen military members honored that day. They honor service members that have fallen that were originally from Novi as well as across the nation. This is a completely free community event, and you can sit along the route and enjoy the parade go by, or you can contact the city of Novi if you'd like to be a part of the parade. If you're a business owner, this is a great opportunity to support the city. One really fun section of the parade is the one where kids in Novi get to decorate their bikes and march along. They'll decorate the bikes and join the festivities, and it's really super cute and super fun and family friendly. And you can also participate in one of the fun runs. There's a 1-mile children run, which is followed by a 5K run walk and a 10K run. It's a lot of fun for the whole family. Don't skip it. During the summer, there are 2 really cool art shows that you can check out. The first one is the International Gem and Jewelry Show happening around mid-August, and this is an expo that takes place at the Suburban Collection Showplace. If you'd like to skip the middleman, you can forget retail and shop directly from the designers, wholesales, and manufacturers at this event. There are literally hundreds of vendors with a huge selection to choose from, and we're talking rows and rows of quality jewelry, gemstones, beads, jewelry supplies, accessories, and dealers in a unique marketplace setting. So whether you want to just browse or shop for yourself, or you're a jewelry maker looking to make bigger bulk purchases, you're going to find what you need at the jewelry show. Still in August, if you love a good art fair, there's one happening in the city of Novi called the Novi Fine Art Fair. This event takes place at 12 Mile Crossing and Fountain Walk, and it's a judged fine art fair featuring artists from all over the Midwest. Artists that come to this fair bring a variety of different media, including painting, glass, woodworking, photography, sculpture, digital art, ceramics, and a lot more than just that. It's a great event to visit and shop for one-of-a-kind pieces for those upcoming birthdays or weddings, or just frankly for yourself. One thing I really appreciate about these artists and artisans is they make unique pieces for each show, or numbered pieces for each show, so you can't find a lot of these items in your big everyday box retailers or even frankly on Amazon. So get out there and support some local artists, find something unique for yourself or for somebody whose birthday's coming up that you care about. The Novi Art Fair at Fountain Walk. And closing out the summer season is the Michigan State Fair, which takes place Labor Day weekend at the Suburban Showplace. Quick background on the State Fair. It debuted all the way back to 1849 and in fact was one of the first state fairs in the country. In 1905, it moved to the fairgrounds at 8 Mile and Woodward, where it was there all the way until 2009 when the Michigan state government discontinued it in 2012. It re-emerged as a private venture, and in 2022 they're holding their 10th anniversary celebration. And this thing is massive. They've got rides and music and entertainment and shrine circuses and animals and tents and vendor booths and a farmer's market and an agriculture livestock exhibit, dog performances, a beer garden, and a ton more. Novi has a whole page on their website dedicated just to all the different contests, and a lot of them have to do with eating, like eating donut on a string and your traditional pie eating contest or hot dog eating contest. And there are contests for kids too, like the hula hoop contest or the Oreo stacking contest, which I feel like I would dominate, but I think I'm a little bit too old to enter that one. The Michigan State Fair, which has now become the Novi State Fair, is steeped with history and absolutely worth going out to see. Motor City Eggfest, which is usually right in the middle of September, this is a newer one and not the type of egg you're probably thinking. It's the big green egg. This fest happens mid-September and hopefully after this every single year to come. It's hosted over at MSU's Tollgate Farms, and teams come from around the nation to show off their barbecue skills. Entry gets you an unlimited barbecue taste, the Tollgate animal experience that's typically on site, hay rides, and live music. There are cooking classes, games, and this year's teams include the Bearded Butchers, the Sons of Swinearchy, the Pigpen Paradise, and a ton more. The first weekend in October at Suburban Showplace is Jurassic Quest. This is the largest, most popular dinosaur event in the nation with life-size animatronics, including the Apatosaurus, Spinosaurus, a T-Rex, and a 50-foot long dragon. Not a dragon, it's actually a megalodon. There's a live raptor show, a fossil dig, science exhibits, rides, play areas, and this event is generally focused on being an educational experience as well as a fun one. Mid-October brings your favorite weekend and mine, or maybe it's just mine, the Motor City Comic Con, aka MC3, aka Motor M, aka City Comic Con, aka CCC, whatever you want to call it. So MC3 comes to the Suburban Showplace every year, and this comic book convention has been around since 1964. The first one was actually held in New York for a total of 56 people who attended. These conventions have grown phenomenally in popularity through the decades, and new ones seem to pop up like every year. Attracting millions of people, MC3 has been going 33 years strong. There are 250 comic book creators, writers, artists, and artisans, as well as movie and TV actors, plus over 1 million comics on site that will be for sale. More comic books than you can read in a lifetime. You can also shop for toys, collectibles, pop culture, crafts, and games. And because it's held in October, no surprise there are going to be a lot of costume vendors if you want to dress up for Halloween like your favorite superhero or villain, fairy tale, or fantasy character. Also scope out the site because every year they bring in new and amazing celebrity talent to do photo ops and sign autographs. In the past, we've seen William Shatner, Alice Cooper, Adam West, Brent Spinner, Kate Mulgrew, Ernie Hudson, Billy Tucci, Stan Lee, George Perez, Mark McKenna, Gary Ells, Lucy Lawless, Val Kilmer, Alicia Silverstone, and more. I know I just listed a lot, but there are actually more. And rounding out October, usually the last weekend of the month, is the Novi Fall Craft Show. And this is hosted by Novi High School, and the Novi Craft Show has over 200 booths filled with talented artists and crafters, including artwork, jewelry, accessories, metalwork, home decor, garden, embroidery, quilting, paintings, clothing, woodcrafts, candles, pet accessories, and children's clothes and toys, dolls, doll clothing, and delicious foods. And did I mention the foods? This show is put on annually by the Novi High School athletic boosters, and the athletic programs are the beneficiaries of this one. In recent years, it's really gained steam, and over 3,000 people are expected to attend. Closing out the year for fun festivals and shows in Novi, you can get into the holiday spirit with the Fuerst Festival Nights. Novi's annual Light Up the Night festival and tree lighting event has been replaced with Festive Nights, which is a 3-day celebration to kick off the holiday season that takes place at Fuerst Park. This event features Santa, live carolers, hot chocolate, roasted marshmallows, and food vendors. There are holiday lit trees throughout the park, and once the light goes on, the exhibit will continue right through the month of December. And decorate more than 30 30 trees. So if you enjoy the crisp nights, you can take a stroll outdoors every night until January. And that is a wrap for Novi festivals and shows. If you're considering making a move to Novi or anywhere in Metro Detroit, please don't hesitate to give us a call anytime at 248-886-4450. My name is Mike Perna, and I would be honored to help you and your family buy or sell your next property anywhere in the area. Thank you again, and catch you on the next video.